What's up, DVU day 280. Chilling in our lounge, I guess is what you could say. It's got couches and tables and stuff like that. So kind of keeping quiet because it's kind of like 1 a.m. over here, and I don't think they can hear me in the dorms, but just to make sure. But anyway, for most of the people who follow my DVUs, y'all are back in Louisiana, so I kind of adjust and do them still within y'all's time zone. But so anyway, today was good, man. Today was what, Wednesday. This is the longest week ever. Wednesday had the morning, had statistics. Me and my boy Zach Harb turned in our project. I thought we did a pretty good job considering what he talked about in class today about what it should have looked like. And so turned that in, excited. And then he also gave us another assignment that pretty much we're going to have to do the same thing, but we're just going to do the other one that we could have picked from, and then correct our first one if we have to, if we want to make any changes. And so basically me and Zach are going to meet Friday because the teacher's going on some kind of, I don't know what you call it, he's going on some kind of little trip for math people Friday. So we won't have his class, so me and Zach are going to meet at the same time, our classes, and just knock it out again. It'll be great. But so anyway, that was our first class, and then after that we had chapel. Chapel today, we really didn't have a service. It was a kind of a groundbreaking ceremony, of the new building where we're going to be doing chapel. In past times, we've been having it in the Hanson Center, which is basically our gym. And so anyway, it's pretty cool, pretty exciting. It's fun to be a part. I know it was cold, freezing cold, snowing. They brought us outside to, pray and sing a worship song and sing, I guess, the alma mater, whatever we have here. I haven't figured out yet. And then break the dirt or whatever I guess you call it. But it was pretty funny as we're doing some stuff. There's a bunch of people out there, and my buddy Gator, we call him, the dude in the team, cool teammate of mine. We're both from the South, so we click pretty good. He decided, he's like, man, he's making jokes like I couldn't see, and he was a little bit taller. And I'm like, dude, you should just give me a piggyback ride or whatever, let me see. And he's like, all right, let's go. And I thought he was joking. But it turns out he put his backpack down, and I not only got a piggyback ride, he put me up on his shoulders like my dad would when I was little, and it was hilarious. I was like the tallest dude in the crowd, or I was a head above everybody. And so anyway, I was way in the back of the crowd too, and there's a guy on stage with a camera. He's kind of scanning the crowd, and when he kind of came to me and Gator, he just stopped. So I don't know where the video is, but I'm on some video somewhere at Cornerstone of the groundbreaking ceremony of the dude way in the background just doing crazy stuff. So it's pretty cool. And so I was enjoying doing that. And then after that, got some hot cocoa, got some lunch. I did grab and go today, which I didn't realize that grab and go is designed for people to grab food and go. It's like a one-bite sandwich thing. So I'm definitely not doing that ever again, unless I really need to grab and go. Thus to the name. Duh. But did that, and then the last class I had today was philosophy. That's going to be, like I said earlier, it's going to be another rough class, but he's explaining a little bit better, when he's kind of getting into the course, I guess not trying to scare some students away or, kind of just bombard you with crazy stuff you never heard. So it's actually making a little bit of sense, but still not easy at the same time. So still going to need some prayers with that one. And then tonight, man, we had baseball practice over at Diamonds, is a place we go hit and work out at. And it was pretty good. Workout was fine. Outfitters were doing some serious work, man. It was great. Some base running at the end. I thought I did really good with that. And then hitting, man, I felt I was swinging the bat really good, hitting the cages. So enjoyed that part too. And then after that, we came back to the dorms. I changed. I was rocking the Superman socks today with the capes, so y'all know what that's like. And so anyway, we went out to. First, I was gonna go get some food because I thought they were closing early today for dinner. Got me some food, wolfed it down real quick. And then I was just going to go watch the basketball game and kind of skip the workout today and get it done tomorrow and the weekend. And anyway, my buddy Zach Bull, he was going to go in the weight room. So you know what? I just kind of figured I'll get it, man. I'll miss part of the basketball game. I can always watch another game. It would have been my first one checking out. So anyway, went in with him and got a really good workout in today. I was really excited about it, really pumped up when I was kind of working out with him. And so it was good, man. It was a good time to kind of fellowship with the teammates too, even more. So I missed the first half of the game, saw the second half. It was all good. We won. And Cornerstone, we got a really good basketball team, man. We got an All-American, and then we got this dude on my level, actually, on my floor. I didn't know. He was knocking down some serious three-pointers. So definitely going to look forward to seeing some more of their games. and I was really enjoying it. Got to meet a lot of new people too, which is something I'm still trying to do. And so anyway, that was cool. After that, I was kind of shooting the basketball around. Obviously, I didn't do too good. Sorry, guys, I stink in basketball, but you already knew that. So, and then after that, came back to the dorm. Apparently, like, today is one of the days where the girls can come to our dorm, and I think tomorrow they can come to ours or whatever. So I actually showed up in the dorm room kind of early, where I guess they do that. Most of the time I'm getting back in the dorm around 11, 11:30 or 10:30 from studying or something. But I came back pretty early, and there was just people everywhere in our dorm. I'm like, ooh, all these people. And I went into one of the buddies in the hall. He was playing some piano. I walk in, thinking, hey, I did this yesterday. I was playing music with him with my box. And I walk in, and there was just like 3 girls everywhere. I'm thinking, I don't want to be in here. And it was pretty cool. I met some new people, kind of hung out afterwards talking to one of her. And pretty cool just meeting some people, man. It was nice. So I wonder how it's going to work next time. I don't know if I want to go over to this girls' side of the dorm. But yeah, I ain't got time for that. But so anyway, I'm rambling. I'm talking too much. I want to get to the verse. Anyway, we got verse of the day, Proverbs. Today's 22, getting along, almost done January. Today's the 22nd, so we're going to read Proverbs 22, verse number 6. Cool little verse. It says, train a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not turn from it. I can speak truly from this verse right here, being that my parents trained me a certain way, to where when he should go, when he's older, he will not turn from it. They've raised me and taught me life lessons and things that I need to know for times like right now when I'm off in college, dealing with things, whether it's a relationship or a girl type thing, or whether it's schoolwork or being diligent about my studies, or whether it's being, just paying attention and learning things in the classroom, or being a really good hard worker when it comes to baseball. Just little things like that you learn in life, that you got taught by your parents first. Being trained in that area, is definitely paying off right now in my life, because I know they've been trained in it, but when I go off like now, I'm not turning from those values I learned. So thanks, Mom and Dad. Really appreciate that. And, I'm sure you're watching at home. But anyway, so that's the verse for Proverb. And the verse I want to talk about tonight is a really cool verse. I actually have, I guess I don't know when I wrote this a while back, but I kind of highlighted some verses and wrote DVU, read now. So I guess I didn't read this one. But it's 1 John chapter 2, verses 15 through 17. It says, do not love the world or anything in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For everything that is in the world, the cravings of sinful man, the lust of his eyes, and the boasting of what he has and does, comes not from the Father, but from the world. The world and its desires pass away, but the man who does the will of God lives forever. It's such a cool, strong, couple verses there. It's talking about, we shouldn't love anything that's of this world. That's not saying, hey, I shouldn't love to have a lazy boy in my room, or I shouldn't love to have something that's made from earth. That's not what he means. He means, like, obviously this world is a sinful world. Ever since Adam and Eve sinned, there's sin in the world now. So things of that nature, the sinful nature that we have to deal with, as Christians. It says you should not love that. For me, sinful things would be like partying, drinking, or having sex outside of marriage, or just things like that. The sin in the world. If you shouldn't love any of those things, and there's people all over the world that do, because they're not saved and they don't realize who God is. So it's telling us we shouldn't love those things. And it not only says that, but it says anyone who does love the things of the world, the love of the Father is not in them. For somebody, sometimes people tell me, oh yeah, I'm a Christian, but you see them loving the things of the world, then that kind of makes you think, well, if they love the things of the world, this verse tells right here that, the love of the Father is not in them. If you don't have the love of God in your heart, then how can you really truly say you're a Christian? And how can you make that comment? It's kind of offensive, can you really kind of think about it? It's kind of offending the person who really does have the love of God in his heart and really is not loving the things of the world. And so a little bit more down in the verse it says, everything in the world, the craving, sinful man, the lust of the eyes, the boasting of what he has done, comes from the world, but not from the Father. That's kind of reiterating a little bit more. And it says the world and its desires pass away, but the man who does the will of God lives forever. It's not just talking about our lives. Eventually we're all going to die on this earth. But that's talking about our spiritual life. It says, but the man, who does the will of God lives forever. If you're living out for God every day, if you're not living for the things of this world, because the desires of this world is going to pass away. You know, we're going to pass away, and then everything in this world is going to go away anyway. You know, so why would we want to put our love and our hope in something that's not going to last? You know, but instead, we need to put in the everlasting love of our Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ. So that's what I get from those verses. Hopefully, I like the same thing. You have to like, share, subscribe, double tap buttons as usual. It's around 1:10 right now, maybe in the morning here. I still got to read a couple chapters and some definitions. So please give me some prayers. But anyway, y'all have a good night. DVU day 280. That's a wrap. Peace out.